And look at all the goats that came out to support your boy at E3 and the fucking Fresh Squad, always in here, always getting lit, man. I fucking love it, bro, for real. I fucking love it. I love it. What is going on, YouTube? It is Mascot Adrian in the building. I hit E3 yesterday. If you missed that live stream, man, I don't know what is you doing. You're not subscribed, you don't have those post notices, but we had like 65 people in the live stream. We was going absolutely crazy. In this video, I will be showing you how to rep up extremely fast. You will have to be throwing lobs and you will have to be doing flashy passes, but with this method is going to be the fastest way that you can throw lobs and flashy passes without having to force them or turn them over, which is very important because the more you turn over, the less my points you're going to get, and on top of that, the longer the games are going to get. All right, so the best lineup that you can have for this method is going to be a finisher or someone that can catch lobs really well, a shooting glass lock, and a pure playmaker. If you're the point guard, you're going to want to run a pure playmaker build just because you're going to get a lot more points throwing lobs and throwing flashy passes, getting assists, all that. Just by being the pure playmaker, you're gonna get a lot more my points. If you're a slasher, preferably a pure slasher, that's gonna get you the most my points because you're gonna be the one catching the lobs and getting those contact animations. And the glass lock, you're going to have to rely on your defensive rebounds, your blocks, your steals, and for you to be able to hit your shot at the 3 line. But for this method, I will be the one that is the playmaker. If you're the playmaker, you're not going to want to shoot at all. You're going to want to get nothing but assists unless if you absolutely have to shoot. All right, so the best playmaking badges that you can have is going to be Needle Threader Hall of Fame, Flashy Passer Hall of Fame, Handles for Days, Quick First Step, Lob City Hall of Fame, and then Bailout and Unpluckable. Those are going to be the badges that I run on the threes that will allow me to make those passes effectively and not have any turnovers. If your glass lock has a hard time hitting their shots on the 3 line, I recommend that you do put on Hall of Fame Dimer and turn down the Lob City if you need to, or just take off Bailout and Unpluckable and just try to give him that Hall of Fame Dimer so that way he hits his shots more consistently. But as far as my badges, I use the ones that you know, Hall of Fame Needle Threader, Flashy, and Lob City, and then Handles for Days and Quick First Step. I am not going to be scoring, so like I said, if you don't have that many playmaking badges, just take off Handles for Days and Quick First Step. You don't need it. Like I said, you're gonna want to get more assists than you're gonna want to score, so you're gonna have to rely on your slasher and your glass lock to get those assists. All right, so now it comes down to the method. The best method to have the least amount of turnovers is going to be your defense. The best defense is your great offense. What you're gonna do is that when you're on defense, you're gonna actually want to try to get those stops. You're going to want to let the glass lock do his thing in the paint, protect the paint, try to get as many boards as possible. The person that's going to be catching lobs, you don't want them near the inside of the paint. You're going to want them near the 3-point line, so that way whenever whenever the team goes up for a shot and they miss, your center can get the board. And it is very important that the center, the slasher, and you are all the same page. As soon as the center grabs the board, he is going to hit R1X so that it dots you, and you're going to throw the lob to the slasher on the fast break. That is what is going to allow you to throw lobs every single possession without having to force any turnovers. Like I said, it's very important that you guys are all on the same page. As soon as the center gets the rebound or gets the block, gets the steal, it's important that he hits you, the playmaker, so that way you can throw the flashy pass or the lob to the slasher. Remember, you can only throw 5 lobs in the park, and then you're gonna have to do the rest flashy passes. And that's just going to be on defense. When you're running offense, you're going to want to space out the floor and have everybody hit. You know, you're going to want the slasher in the corner, and you're going to want the glass lock out on the 3 line, and you're just going to just wait and see if they're going to guard up the center. If they don't guard the center, you're going to flashy pass it to the center, and the center is going to go for the open shot 3. And remember, if you flashy pass it to the center 3 times, the center is going to get team takeover, and everyone's going to have their takeover activated, which is going to make it that much easier to throw lobs at the slasher. If the glass lock doesn't have an open shot, then you're just going to flashy pass it to the corner, and you're going to let the finisher or the slasher drive in and try to get a contact dunk, so that way they can just keep this. You're going to want to score every possession as much as possible. So on offense, dribble the ball up court. You're not going to really doing too much fancy. Everyone's going to space out. You're going to have your glass lock on the 3 line. You're going to have your slasher in the corner. You're going to flashy pass it to the glass if he's open, so you can shoot that shot. If he's not open, just flashy pass it to the slasher so he can drive in and get the dunk animation. And if he's a pure slasher, he should have no problem getting inside and scoring off the flashy pass. And that way both teams are going to get the flashy assists. And if you have flashy passer Hall of Fame, your takeover goes up extremely fast, especially if you have the elite takeover boost. It's only going to take like 2 or 3 times in order for you to get team takeover. You're going to want to try to go team takeover every single game, so that way everybody can be on their take, and it'll be easier for people to hit their shots and catch the oops. That is pretty much going to be the whole method. It is absolutely ridiculously easy. Like I said, the playmaker, I have 0 points almost every single game, because all I'm doing is throwing flashy passes to the slasher, or I'm throwing flashy passes to the glass lock so he can shoot the open shot 3. The only time that I actually shoot 3s is if we absolutely need to, because eventually the other team is going to catch on and they're going to start putting more defense on your glass lock and your slasher, and 9 times out of 10 they're going to leave you wide open. And if they leave you wide open, just shoot the shot. But like I said, you don't really want to have points as a pure playmaker. You're going to want your flashy assists and your lobs. You're going to want to throw 5 lobs, and then the rest are going to be either attack assists or flashy pass assists. What attack assist is you're going to drive in and you're just going to kick out, and then either to your glass lock to shoot the 3, or you're going to kick it out to your slasher so you can drive in. That is what's going to give you the most rep. You're going to want to aim between 13 to 15,000 my points if you're the playmaker. You should automatically get 13,000 if you're the slasher, and around 12 to 13 if you're the glass lock, because the glass lock is going to have a harder time, because they're going to have to make their points on the on the defense, catching rebounds, and you're going to get the pass to assists. And then if you're open, you have to hit your open shot 3s. So it's a little bit harder for the glass lock, but it's still a method that everyone can get their my points, and everybody can rep up extremely fast. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notification bells. I'll see you on the next video. Watch that 3.
Give it out. I'm there. Let's go. All the way, baby. Let's go. All right. Let's go. Turn me up.
Big E3 in the chat, bro.
Oh my God. Let's go. Big E3 in the chat. Let's go.
Bro, let's fucking go.
Big E3 in the chat. Jeez. With the Fresh Squad t-shirt, bro. Let's go. Everybody spam that E3 in the chat, bro. E3 in the chat. E3 in the chat.
E3, baby.
E3, y'all. Big E3. Let's go.
Yo, I got a better animation. Let's go. Yo, let's go take a
Big E3 in the chat, bro. Everybody join the park. So we can do a group fucking picture, bro. One more bar to legend. I'm definitely gonna hit it for you guys, man. I'm gonna hit legend before 2K21, bro. I'm gonna hit it for you guys, bro. Let's take a thumbnail, bro. Let's take a thumbnail, man. Let's get a thumbnail going. Let's fucking go. Let's go.
we taking it at, yo?
Let's do a victory lap first, y'all. Let's do a victory lap first. To the 64 on the stream, bro. Everybody hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and turn on post notification bells, because you don't want to miss a stream, bro. I promise you, you don't, man. And for all the haters out there, all the haters that have doubted me, all the haters that always come in here trolling, this one is for you, bro. You already know we're gonna hit him with the "Who are you, you fucking kid?" Let's go. Let's go, bro. 59. I want to give a huge shout out to all the true loyals out there. Ant, Choen, Dan, fucking, who else? Draco, fucking, Tank, fucking, everybody in the Fresh Squad. Fucking Renee, Bobby, fucking, who am I missing, bro? Who am I missing? No cash out. Wait, who said that? Who said that? Oh yeah, Ford. Fuck, bro, there's so many people in the fucking Fresh Squad, bro. Who am I missing? Fucking Cloud, fucking Luis, Adam, fucking who else, man? All the goated people that be watching the stream from start to finish. FX, IET Boy, Chosen, fucking Greens, BJ, fucking Isaac, Dominator, fucking Jacob, Keenan, Greens, Pancho, Different, all you guys, bro, Broski, bro, all you guys, all you fucking goats, man, for real, that always support your boy, bro. Let's take a victory lap, you fucking goats. Let's go. Take a motherfucking victory lap with a big E3, bro. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Big E3, bro. Big E3 in the chat. Big fucking E3, bro. Let's go. Let's go, bro. Look at this, man. Every time we get a huge crowd, bro, it always amazes me because I've always been saying all I want to do is build a great community in this 2K community with all this toxic bullshit. I just want to build a great community. And look at all the goats that came out to support your boy, hit E3, and the fucking Fresh Squad, always in here, always getting lit, man. I fucking love it, bro, for real. I fucking love it. I love it. Oh, let me wait up for you guys, bro. Yeah, let's get it. Yeah. 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 Damn, look at. All right, where are we gonna do it? Where are we gonna do it? Where are we gonna take the fucking screenshot of? Hall of Fame. All right, man. Let's go. Let's go to the fucking Hall of Fame wall, bro. Let's go to the Hall of Fame wall. Let's go to the Hall of Fame wall.
Oh my God, you get ready, yo.
All right, after we take our screenshot, bro. After we take our screenshot, I'm gonna pick we're gonna pick three fucking mods, alright? Three mods. Logo Adrian, hell yeah, bro. Jeez. I don't think they'll ever give me a logo, bro, for real. Yo, let's do a fucking screenshot with all the fucking goats in the fucking chat, bro. Everybody, put on your best fucking animation. Let's get it. Hold on, let me get a better angle. What about in front? What about in front of him? Yeah, right here. This is the best angle right here, bro. With that Fresh Squad logo in the t-shirt. Yo.